Welcome students, myself Ghazala Chawalkar. Today we are going to see an interesting topic, that is climate. Generally, the climate of a region is the general state of the climate system at that location at the current time. Students, in this chapter again there is a comparison study between Brazil and India's climate. But in this video let us understand the climate of Brazil in detail. Our learning objectives for today will be introduction. We all always experience atmospheric conditions prevailing at a place and at a given time. We often talk about it, but these conditions are short lived. This is what we call weather. You must have noticed that each season lasts for a particular period and each season occurs at a particular time of the year. The scientists observe the weather in a region for many years. With the help of such studies, they define the mean weather conditions. The average weather condition of a place observed over a long period of time is the climate of that region. We will also study the difference between the climate and weather, elements of weather and climate, and factors which influence the region's climate and climate of Brazil. Students, when you think about geography, perhaps the first thing come to your mind is the land, or you might think of the continents or many different landforms built on the earth. Water too might comes to your mind, such as oceans, rivers, and seas. You may also think of the people on the earth and how their lives are affected by the land and water around them. Certainly, the study of geography would have to include land and water. With these two things cover the surface of the earth. But in addition to land and water, there is another feature geographers consider while studying the earth. This feature is called the climate. So students, what is climate? Climate is put simple as the weather pattern of the region of the world over a long period of time. Climate is the average measurement of temperature, wind, humidity, snow and rain of a place over the course of the year. So, what is climate, students? It is the average weather condition of the place observed over a long period of time is the climate of that region. Climate is generally expressed as cool and dry or hot and humid or hot and dry, etc. So students, let us understand the difference between the climate and weather. Climate and weather are two similar words but different meanings. As a result, many people end up using them incorrectly. First of all, students, weather is the name given to the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere which surrounds the earth. The weather conditions may include wind, temperature, storm, rain, snow, or sunshine. Daily weather is predicted by meteorologists based on the daily records of the atmospheric conditions at the weather stations. For example, see students, we have here example of the weather. Weather is what TV presenters forecast like sunny, cloudy, windy, storm, etc. For example, they were hoping for a good weather today. On the other hand, when we speak of climate, we mean the average atmospheric condition of an area over a considerable time. For climate averages, a minimum period of 30 years is desirable. Hence, climate is defined as the average weather condition of the temperature, atmospheric pressure, wind, humidity and precipitation of a large area over a long period of time, nearly 30 years. Example for climate includes many parts of Africa have harsh climate, or she missed the cool climate of southern Wales. So these are the examples of climate. Weather and climate of a place or a region are based on various elements. The envelope of air that surrounds the earth is called atmosphere. Earth is the only planet that is situated at an appropriate distance from the sun and has an atmosphere consisting of various gases. All these factors are responsible for existence of life on the earth. Hence, a careful study of each of the elements will help us to understand the very nature of these essential elements. So, the important elements of weather and climate are as follows. First, temperature, that is the measure of how hot or cold a thing or place is. Next, atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is a pressure exerted by the weight of the atmosphere on the earth's surface. This pressure varies from particular place to place and also from time to time. Wind. Wind direction also affects the temperature of a place. Wind coming from warmer areas will increase the temperature of a region, while the winds coming from a cooler region decrease the temperature. Humidity. It is the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. Humidity varies greatly from place to place as well as from time to time. Sunshine. Sunshine is determined by the season and latitude of a place and the amount of cloud cover in the sky. Places near the tropics experience plenty of sunshine as compared to places in the higher temperature latitudes. During summer, there are longer hours of sunshine. Cloudy skies keep out sunshine and thus affect the weather. Certain factors affect climate, and these factors tell us that why climate differ from one region to another. These factors include latitude, altitude, pressure and wind system, distance from the sea, ocean currents, and relief. Perhaps the most important of these is the sun. The sun is the source of all light and warmth for every place on the earth. However, not all places on the earth receive same amount of sunlight. This is because students, the way the earth move around the sun. The earth is constantly in motion. It is continuously spinning on its axis. The earth axis is not straight but it is tilted. Because of this, the earth revolves around the sun. Different parts of the earth are tilted towards the sun at various time of the year. When the hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, it receives more sunlight. The more sunlight the place gets, the warmer it becomes. Of course, if one side of the earth is facing towards the sun, so the other side must be facing away from the sun. When a place gets less sunlight, the weather becomes colder. So, for example, when it is winter in the northern hemisphere, it is summer in the southern hemisphere. Another important reason for this is latitude. Latitude is the distance of a place lies north or south of the equator, measured by horizontal imaginary lines called lines of latitude. Students, you can see in the picture the curvature of the earth. Due to the curvature of the earth, the amount of the solar energy received varies according to latitude. As a result, air temperature generally decreases from the equator towards the pole. Students, there are 5 latitude lines which geographers use in discussing climate. The first one is the equator. That is, place located near the equator receive large amount of sunlight all year around and are warmer than other places on the earth. 23.5 degree north or 23.5 degree north of the equator is a line of the latitude called the Tropic of Cancer. When the hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, sunlight falls directly along this line. When the southern hemisphere is facing the sun, sunlight falls upon another line located, that is 23.5 degrees south and 23.5 degrees south of the equator, called the Tropic of Capricorn. Areas of world located between these 2 points are called tropics. South at the Tropic of Capricorn at 66.5 degrees south latitude is the line of Antarctic Circle. Another line called the Arctic Circle is located at the north of the Tropic of Cancer at 66.5 degree or 66.5 degree north latitudes. Areas between tropics at these two lines are called middle latitude. Sun never shines directly on these areas, so places located here are cooler than in tropics. North of the Arctic Circle and south of the Antarctic Circle are high latitudes or polar regions. These areas receive least amount of sunlight, so places here are very cold. In fact, half the year these areas get no sunlight at all. Another factor important which determine climate is the elevation. Elevation or the altitude is the height of the area above sea level. Generally higher the area's elevation, colder its climate. Because of these factors, see students, snow can be found over a year on the top of the high mountains, even when the weather is warm down below. Next factor is the distance from the sea. Sea exerts a moderating influence on climate. If the place is located away from the sea, then the moderating influence of the sea decreases. Water heats up and cools down more slowly than land. Temperature on the coast are milder. In inland areas, summers are much hotter and winters are much colder than the coast. So, what is wind, students? Winds is a movement of air from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure. That is, wind blows from high to low pressure areas and its speed depends upon the amount of differences in air pressure. Wind to become an important factor of climate depending on which direction the winds blow. They can be either warm or cool. Winds can affect temperature and precipitation. Winds blowing from the tropics carry with them warm air. Similarly, winds blowing from polar regions bring cold air. So, students, what is ocean currents? Ocean currents are mass movement of ocean water from one part of the ocean to another part. The ocean plays a major role in the Earth's climate and weather. It pulls the sun energy along certain paths. There are two types of ocean currents, that is warm currents and cold currents. The ocean currents affect climate because they influence the temperature of air coming off the water. Ocean current is formed by the rotation of the earth, difference in water temperature between poles and the tropics. You can see in the picture, students, the pink line is a warm current and the blue line is the cold current. Warm currents and cold water currents affect weather and climate in different ways. Regions near warm water currents are often warmer and wetter than regions near cold water currents. Relief plays a major role in determining the climate of a place. High mountains act as a barrier for hot or cold winds. They may also cause rainfall if they are high enough and lie in the path of the rain bearing winds. You can see in the picture, students, the windward side of the mountain is wetter, that is, rainfall is there, and the leeward side is drier, that is, the rain shadow region where there is no rain. Geographers divide the world into 6 major climatic regions. They are tropical, subtropical, temperate, subpolar, polar, and highlands. Each of these climatic regions are defined by its temperature and precipitation. For instance, places at subtropical climate may be described as hot dry summers or cool rainy winters. So students, let us now study the climate of Brazil. Because of the vast latitudinal extent, Brazil experiences wide range of climatic variations. Brazil extends from 5 degree 15 minutes north to 33 degree 45 minutes south latitudes. Both equator and Tropic of Capricorn passes through Brazil, and therefore it experiences wide range of climatic variation. So, for example, near the equator it is hot, but as we move towards the south at the Tropic of Capricorn, it experiences a temperate type of climate. Brazil receives rainfall from southeast trade winds and northeast trade winds, which blows from Atlantic Ocean. Students, when you observe the map of Brazil, you will realize that a large part of Brazil is occupied by highlands, plateaus, and small mountains. The southern Brazil is occupied by an extensive plateau. It is differently described as Brazilian highland or Brazilian shield or Brazilian plateau. Parts of the Brazilian highland extend right up to the northern coast. The southeastern side of the highland is demarcated because of the Great Escarpment. The altitude of the escarpment is 790 meters. The escarpment acts as a barrier to the southeast trade winds and cause orographic rainfall in the coastal region. So students, as we know that the Great Escarpment acts as a barrier to the southeast trade winds. So beyond the highlands, the effect of these winds get reduced. So because of this obstruction caused by the winds, the rainfall is minimal in this region, and therefore the region is called as rain shadow region. This region is called as drought quadrilateral. Now what is drought quadrilateral, students? Here means it is a region that lies on the leeward side of the Great Escarpment of Brazil. Considering the temperature in Brazil, the northern part of Brazil is hot, while temperatures in the southern part are comparatively lower. In the coastal regions near the equator in Brazil, difference in temperatures are negligible. That is, there is no much differences because the winds move in the vertical direction in this region. Similarly, the convergence zone of the trade winds is weak here. Now, what is convergence zone, students? A convergence zone is a region in the atmosphere where two prevailing winds flows and meet and interact, usually result in distinctive weather condition. This causes a mass accumulation that eventually leads to a vertical movement and to the formation of clouds and precipitation. As a result, cyclones are not formed here. That is why tropical cyclones rarely visit the coast of Brazil. Students, as we know that two important latitudes pass from Brazil, that is the equator and Tropic of Capricorn. As most of the part of the country lies in the tropical zone, as the equator passes through this part of the region, the temperature is more in the northern region and it is very hot. The average temperature in the Amazon Valley is 25 degree to 28 degrees Celsius, while it is cooler in the highlands. Because of the proximity of the sea, proximity, students, here means closeness. The coast here experience mild and humid climate. The climate in the highlands is cooler than in the Amazon Valley. Amazon Valley receives around 2000 millimeters of rainfall, while the northeastern coast receives 1000 to 1200 millimeters of rainfall. Now students, let us understand the map which is there in your textbook, figure 4.1. This map shows the annual average precipitation and temperature of Brazil. Cartographic technique used to show the annual average rainfall is isopleth method, which are highlighted with blue shades in the map. Darker the shades, more value; lighter the shades, less is the value. You can see in the index, students. Isotherms show Variation of temperature. Annual average rainfall is less than 5000 millimeters to more than 3000 millimeters of rainfall. Annual average temperature is 18 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius in Brazil. Students, this figure shows the cross section of Brazil physiography. This shows the variation in the rainfall and temperature in regions located in different latitudes moving from north to south. We can see on the right hand side, scale is given showing rainfall in millimeters. And on the left hand side, we have scale showing the altitude in meters. In the index, we can see here blue line representing the annual average rainfall. For example, now Amazon basin located at the equator region, it is approximately 1200 kilometers away from the north of Brazil. This region receives an average annual rainfall of 2000 millimeters and annual average temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. While observing the topography, we can say that it is the largest plain area of Brazil, that is the Amazon Valley. Now Paraguay-Paraná region, it is 2000 kilometers away from the north. It gets annual rainfall of about 1500 millimeters and annual average temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. Brazilian highland received the lowest rainfall, that is 600 millimeters, and annual temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. The Andes mountain receives 1600 millimeters of rainfall and temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. Climate graph shows average rainfall and temperature typically experienced in a particular location. In climate graph, temperature is shown in line graph and rainfall is shown in bar graph. Line graph as well as bar graph are usually represented on the same set of axes with the months of the year along the base. Temperature is measured using the numbers on the left hand side of the chart. The average temperature for each month is plotted on the graph with a red dot, that is maximum temperature, and blue dot, that is minimum temperature. And the dots are connected in a smooth line, that is in red and blue line. Rainfall is measured using the numbers on the right hand side of the chart. The average rainfall for each month is plotted on a graph with a green bars. Now, figure 4.4 graph shows the annual average temperature and rainfall graph of different cities, that is the 4 cities of Brazil. The cities shown here are Manaus, Belém, Porto Alegre and Rio de Janeiro. The minimum temperature is shown in blue line and maximum temperature is in pink line. On the y-axis, temperature scale is given on the left hand side and rainfall on the right hand side. And on the x-axis, months of the year are marked, that is January to December. We can observe that in the months of February, the temperature is highest in all 4 cities. In the month of March, the rainfall is the highest in the 3 cities, Manaus, Belém and Rio de Janeiro. However, in Porto Alegre, higher rainfall is recorded in the month of August and September. Manaus city has a maximum range of temperature, that is 33 degrees Celsius to 23 degrees Celsius. But you will observe that in August rainfall is less, but the temperature is high. Belém, the temperature is maximum is in June, July, August, September, October, November and December, and more rainfall is in March. Because more rainfall, the temperature is less because of monsoon, that is monsoon is having the cooling effect. Rainfall in Belém is more in the month of January, March, April, January, February, March, April, May. Porto Alegre, highest rainfall is in June, July, August, September and highest temperature is in January and February. Rio de Janeiro, January, February, March, April have the highest rainfall and also October, November, December. Temperature is minimum in June, July, maximum in February. So these 4 cities are located in different parts of Brazil. Some cities are at coastal areas, some are in the interior part of Brazil, some are at eastern or southern part. So this is the difference at different location in the same month. We are observing different types of climate and different type of temperature. This is also depending upon the location of the place. So students, let us discuss what we learned today. So students, today we learn that because of the vast latitudinal extent of Brazil, it experiences wide range of climatic variations in climate. We saw that it is hot near the equator, while temperate type of climate is found near Tropic of Capricorn. We also saw that Brazil gets rainfall from the southeast trade winds and northeast trade winds. We also saw escarpment, that is the barrier they act as an obstruction to the winds blowing from the sea and cause orographic type of rainfall in the coastal region. And we know beyond this highland the effect of these winds get reduced, and this region is a rain shadow region, which is also called as drought quadrilateral. About the temperatures, near the Brazilian coast temperature does not vary much, it is negligible. Similarly, the convergence zone of the trade winds is weak here, so as a result cyclones are not formed here. And as the equator is passing through the northern part of the country, temperature is more here. Average temperature is in the Amazon Valley, that is 25 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. Amazon Valley receives around 2000 millimeters of rainfall. Thank you students, and I hope that you like the video. Thank you very much.